Did you hear about the latest wave of federal layoffs? Thousands of jobs gone. Agencies restructuring, programs streamlined, and guess what? While people are packing up their desks, contracts are quietly being handed out like candy. But here's what they're not telling you. The federal government isn't shrinking. It's just outsourcing. And if you know how to read between the lines, you can profit. Today, we're breaking down the real relationship between federal layoffs and government contracts. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why the layoffs are happening, who's cashing in on them, and how you can too. Federal layoffs, the perfect distraction. When we hear federal layoffs, most people panic. But that's just surface level thinking. The government isn't shutting down operations. It's shifting how it runs them. Layoffs make headlines, contracts don't. Why? Because laying off 2,000 employees from a federal agency looks like fiscal responsibility. But turning around and issuing a $500 million contract to a private defense firm, that slips under the radar. So while Americans are focused on job loss, the real story is in who gets those contracts next. The shadow workforce nobody talks about. Let me hit you with a stat that'll blow your mind. For every one federal employee, there are nearly 2 contractors doing the same work, quietly. These contractors work in the same buildings, on the same systems, sometimes even in the same job titles, but with zero federal benefits, no pension, and no union protection. Why? Because it's cheaper. Think about it. Why pay a GS-13 $130K plus retirement and healthcare when a private firm will staff that role for $110K all in? But here's the kicker. Those firms, they still profit because they get the contract for 2 plus and staff it with folks making 80K. That's 1 plus in margin just for being the middleman. Project 2025 and the privatization playbook. You've probably heard whispers of Project 2025, a strategic plan by think tanks to reshape the federal government by replacing deep state civil servants with loyalists or just cutting positions entirely. But what happens when those positions still need to be filled? Enter government contractors. Project 2025 isn't just about ideological replacement. It's about slashing the federal workforce on paper while doubling down on private contracting behind the scenes. Less oversight, more control, and a whole lot of money flowing into the hands of a few. Why this is a goldmine, if you're paying attention. Let me be crystal clear. If you're just looking for a job, this sounds terrifying. But if you're an entrepreneur, a developer, a consultant, this is the biggest opportunity shift of our lifetime. Every federal layoff is a contract waiting to be written. And right now, agencies are desperate for cybersecurity, cloud migration, AI and data science, logistics, facilities maintenance, HR and back office support. These are multi-million-dollar contracts that need small businesses to fulfill them. And you don't need to be Lockheed or Raytheon. You just need the right certifications and a strategy. Case study, layoffs to contracts. Let me tell you a quick story. In 2023, the USDA laid off over 400 employees across its IT division. 6 months later, they awarded a $200 million contract for cloud modernization. Guess who got it? A mid-sized firm out of Maryland, founded by a guy who used to be a federal employee. He got laid off, filed for an LLC, learned how to write a simple proposal, and now he's pulling $10 million a year in contracts. How you can flip the script. This is where things get real. Want to turn layoffs into leverage? Here's what to do. Track layoffs and budget cuts. When an agency downsizes, contracts follow. Register for sam.gov. This is the portal where the magic happens. Get certified, especially as a woman-owned, minority-owned, or veteran-owned business. Hire GovBidder who knows it cold. Team up with us, we are already in the game. You don't need to go solo at first. You don't need investors. You don't need to code. You just need to pay attention. Why now is the time? This isn't just another economic shift. This is a redistribution of power from federal jobs to private hands. And you can either be on the outside watching it happen or on the inside cashing the checks. So if you're tired of getting ghosted by companies, watching the job market collapse and wondering what the future holds, then this is your wake-up call. Government layoffs are not the end. They are the beginning of a new empire. if you know how to build it. Like, share, comment. I'm ready if this lit a fire under you. Subscribe for more insider GovCon knowledge and we'll show you exactly how to get started. Visit our website in the description below. See you in the next video.